We are Daryl and Kathy, and we have just embarked on a huge adventure. Join us as we begin our sailing journey on sailing vessel Disa. Daryl, what is the first mistake that newbies like ourselves make?
I think we get totally overwhelmed by boat work. You've got to be an electrician, plumber, engineer. Jack of all trades is very important. You don't have to be a master of any of them. Sailor. Oh, and a husband.
So on an old boat like ours, things are always breaking. And it really can be very daunting when you're surrounded by broken things and you're still learning to sail. And it would be easy to give up. There have been times we've come close to giving up. Like this winter, it has been freezing cold. We're living on our boat and our diesel heater is broken. Now we've managed to find one, and actually that's what Daryl's doing right now. But when you are so cold that you wear gloves to bed at night, then it feels like this isn't how it should be. This wasn't the picture that you had in your mind.
You should have been here.
So we found a great way to overcome this problem. And we will share that with you at the end of this video. But in the meantime, here are some insights into boat jobs that Daryl has been doing. Enjoy this video. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us. Daryl, what's the problem you're trying to fix today?
The generator is not working. The Kohler generator. It's been going on intermittently and it's finally just decided not to work. All the wires pass through here and the monitoring and everything, so I'm trying to undo the puzzle here and find out what's going on.
So did you just take it out completely or what?
Yeah, there's no place to work in the, it's like right underneath.
Right.
So in order for me to stick a hand in, I have to take it out.
So what's that on the tablet?
It's a circuit.
Where did you find that?
On the internet.
Okay. For any Kohler generator or for that specific
No, for
one?
the specific.
Oh, that's cool. Alright. I'll chat later. I must go teach my lesson
we're gonna
now.
have power. Just get that voltmeter. Press the button for the switch.
Which one?
No, the meter. No, the meter is.
This thing?
Oh, the meter on the side here.
I don't know what a voltmeter is.
I wanted to know whether in fact the generator was charging the batteries. 14 volts.
So our battery is supercharged.
Supercharged. Super duper charged. Can you switch it now?
That's nice and quiet. So tell us what went wrong here, because I know that you have just fixed something else as well. What was broken?
This wires came out of the plug here. So I did a kind of an adaptation, because this whole loom is too tight. So every time you open the door, you stretch something and then it breaks off. Wires coming loose, age of this thing. It's not that things are failing, it's more the wiring that's failing.
What was the other thing that wasn't working that you now fixed?
The bilge pump. The bilge pump was the relay at the back here. Also,
can you show me where the relay is?
Here's the relay, that black box thing.
Oh, this black box here. If I go around the side, can sort of see the outline of it.
There's another relay there, the green one. I don't know what that one's for.
What does a relay do, by the way?
A relay switches high voltage. We don't put a switch directly on something. We put a relay in between.
Alright.
Because it arcs tick, 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 and burns the switch.
So we now have a working bilge pump and we have a working generator.
Yeah.
Well
I
done.
think I'm done for the day.
So tell us what you are going to do today.
I'm going to hoist the colours of SA. I must get the colours of SA. Hold on. Short, small.
I thought you had a bigger one than that. I thought you had a bigger one, Daryl.
Oh,
Are you serious?
yes. You want this big one? The big one.
That's what I saw. Wow, that's big. Yeah, that's big. So we have to remember what we've learned, which is that the host country that you're in, their flag has to be the highest one on your boat. So that's Greece.
Greece is the word. Have you heard? This boat is so well equipped, and when we bought it we just had no idea how well equipped. There are spares for the spares and we have so many sails we don't know where to put them all. Spare ones, and look at all this spare rope. So Daryl, what are these ones here, these lines that you've got? For stern mooring.
Okay, they're beautiful.
And in fact,
they look brand new.
In fact, it's for, you can anchor with it as well.
And over here, I see lots and lots more ropes that have come out of this bow locker that we hadn't explored until now. Looks like the youngsters are having a good time out today. Winners over there, if it's a race. Oh, they're a different shape. Wow, well done. Daryl, I can't believe you're still bringing more rope out.
rubbish.
So there's still, wow, Daryl, there's so much more. I can't believe it. Look at all this rope down here.
See the anchor down
A spare anchor.
Kedge anchor.
Oh, wow. You're probably thinking that Daryl must be exhausted by now, but he has one final job up his sleeve that he'd like to show you, and that is the repair of our windlass, which had one broken part.
This is our windlass. It is used to pull up or drop our anchor. Our anchor chain is attached on the right hand side and operates electrically. If power were to fail, we could then use the emergency wheel on the left hand side. This operates manually with a ratchet, but at the moment it is spinning freely. I need to fix this. I'm going to take everything apart. I think a spring has jumped out of its place. I'll rectify this and I'll also clean, polish and oil all the parts before putting everything back together again. Now I need to clean and polish the matching faces of the clutch. Time to put the windlass back together again. The emergency wheel is used if power to the windlass fails. A lever is inserted in a hole in the wheel. With a backward and forward movement, the anchor can be pulled up manually. Finally, let's put the other side together. Job done. We now have a fully functioning windlass.
So Daryl, the first mistake that we have made is to become overwhelmed and bogged down in boat work. Right. So how have we overcome that?
you have to treat yourself to comforts from home, like nice meal, something special, something you don't normally have.
Well, I've got a special treat tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow, and so Daryl has bought me a treat at a beauty parlor, and I've got manicure, pedicure, facial, body wrap, the works. So that's a great way to cheer me up and just get us all excited again about being on the boat. And sometimes we also have a lovely meal out, and occasionally, if it's really cold or miserable, or there's a big job going on the boat, and so everything is scattered all over the floor and all the cupboards and seats are up, then we'll just book into a hotel for a night. And that kind of luxury is a real help. But I think probably the biggest surprise for us was when we reached out on social media, and we found that other people were literally in the same boat as us, also struggling.
Yeah, that's one thing I've learned about reaching out. Normally you think you can fix everything.
It's great to find that there are others who are struggling with the same issues, and maybe others who have solved problems before you and can show you how.
Yeah, so we want to change our electronics on the boat, and that includes all plotters and radar and sounders, depth sounders and things like that, wind instruments. And so we did some research and we found that B&G was going to be the favorite. But after we spoke to sailors in the different groups, they mentioned Raymarine, a different brand. And so we're listening to them, and that's the way we're going to go now.
Yeah, it's definitely changed our view. The B&G advertising is really good, especially on all the YouTube channels that we follow. And it's excellent navigation equipment, especially if you're interested in racing. But for us as newbies, every single person that replied to us on social media, and that is probably about 10 people, they all said Raymarine, and completely changed our view. We got a lovely reply on Facebook from somebody who's now become a good friend, Jay, and he said, guys, if you want new electronics and you want to have them fitted, come up to where I am in northern Greece and I'll help you. I'm an engineer, and I've done several of these already, including on my own boat, and I'll do it for you. And so that was wonderful, because this guy has an Amel Super Maramu, which is very similar to our Amel Mango. So he knows exactly where the wiring goes, and he is such a knowledgeable guy, and we've already learned so much from him, and he's going to be fitting our electronics. And we wouldn't have had that had we not reached out on social media.
Yeah, and other advice we get on social media would be like good anchorages, places to go, what to do. Yeah, it helps a whole lot. So you're not alone. Everybody will just chip in and tell you something that you can use.
Yeah, I think that is the key thing, is that you're not alone. And boat life is not all sunshine and swimming with dolphins. There's some tough parts, and when you just started down this road of living on board your boat, it is such a steep learning curve, and we are so glad that we've had this help, and that's what we would recommend to you. Treat yourselves occasionally. Stop all the boat work when it gets overwhelming. Go out for dinner, stay in a hotel overnight, and reach out on social media to the many groups for sailing and for your specific brand of boat. And that's really helped us to overcome this and to keep
our
going.
eye on the ball.
If you're a newbie sailor like ourselves, then let us know what mistakes you've made. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss our episodes. And if you've liked it, click below, share with your friends, and send us a comment.